Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Stallions, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Huskers will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. The Stallions offense will go on the attack first. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game that field position was going to be massive. They had their backs against the wall in their own opening drive, but a really nice job there on the run, third down, getting some breathing, moving the sticks.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air on first down. Got his man. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
Finds his man. It's Williams. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers. And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type of plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
He couldn't connect on that 54-yard field goal attempt, and now they'll have it 1st and 10 from the 37. They'll go to the ground. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
when you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. The screen, he can go. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's McCoy. Finds his big tight end. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Huskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. At the 40, there he goes. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the 1st down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Line getting set on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the gun, give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's McCoy. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it first and 10 just outside the 40. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. Gets away from one, finds some space. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Line gets set, first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. He caught it! And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. No, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. The offense lining up for a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it on the outside. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They've scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Now this offense is back on the field. Using his legs, it's Roberts. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Stallions will call on their This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the touchdown, Nebraska. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And
they cough it up inside. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Look out, he's got room. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's McCoy. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
Let's go! Let's go, Tanner!
Looking downfield on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Looking for the goal line. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 2.
And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. And the Huskers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Looking for the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Can the D deny them on second and goal?
6 remain.
Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's McCoy. The screen, and watch out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia is being brought out back behind the woodshed right now. This is cover your eyes, hug your loved ones territory. A real shame. They're trailing by 21 to East Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
On the ground, it's Ward. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll leave it with him. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Stallions want to pick up the tempo. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his man. It's Roberts. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A 1st down here would really give them some breathing room. It's 2nd and inches. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. And the Stallions will try to pin them back with the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Here's a return from midfield. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Husker!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here's the return from inside his 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Creates a little space. And this one will be stopped for no gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
We're just about ready to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Starting this third quarter on the ground. There he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Cornhusker. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Now, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point will tack another one onto the... Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And now this offense will take the field again. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They were able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
He'll take it himself. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide. The Stallions line up to punt it away. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man to the left. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to change this route. Trying to turn the corner on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Off play action. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Snagged in the middle, it's McGowan. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. And the Stallions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him! And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
All the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And man, the
up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds his tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Myers. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Grimes. Finds his target down the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Stallions come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Wants to bring it back. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 13. Give to the running back. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Scanning the field, it's Grimes. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Stallions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabs behind the line. It's Manning. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under fire. Gets rid of it. They reached into the bag of tricks on 3rd down, and it did not work. The Stallions will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll return it from the 50. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space.
He'll take a shot. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
With that last touchdown, it looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. And you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. They've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. To the ground with the back. Makes one man miss. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Stallions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. To the air. It's Grimes. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Looking for a gap. It's Street. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.